Bueno Days is a tool that teleports minds into positive states of confusion.
Your mic, when I'm sitting over here talking, is it capturing that, or is it
No,
pretty,
so
it's pretty
it's
directional?
pretty direct.
Like,
It's
if you're
direct.
right
It's direct.
there. But if I'm over here, this is like, oh, brother, you gotta talk in the mic.
They can hear you. If you want to sit over here, you can see like the sound waves.
Spike?
Yeah, you can see the sound waves right here. Whoop.
Whoop. Oh yeah, no, that's
This
cool.
is the shit I want to make, cause I want to have a little TV, right? And then I can have these sound waves. I want to so people can see it,
right.
Especially if it's your first time on, you don't really know how you're sounding or what it's supposed to look like. But pretty much you want to aim for the same side, the same like level, and stay consistent throughout. But it captures pretty good. You don't have to be close. Look, you're not even that close, and you can. Right, but yeah, you have to kind of like as long as your mouth is aimed, like aimed directly at the fucking middle.
If
Then
I go over here,
it'll pick you up.
Yeah, but you can tell there's like a whole fucking decibel worth of like there's like a whole
yeah. See, it's picking up your shit.
Yeah, that's because I'm loud. My family's loud as shit. We're just always going at it.
To be honest, I don't even know if I'm using these shit right. Like, dude, there's so much I have to still learn.
I know.
It's
Do you
all
have,
pretty
like,
much
sound
experimental.
effects mixed into that? Are you able to press the button and go?
Yeah, no, there is.
Oh my god. Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude, people love to. Here, I'm gonna let you. You want to just fucking sit here?
Yeah. No, I mean that's.
Right,
That's
I'm
cool.
gonna just show you
All
the
right.
basics. That way you can fuck with it, dude.
Oh,
That's why I let the episode that I just dropped today with Fanny and them at Justin's house. She was playing with the soundboard the whole time.
Okay.
So all right. So basically, these are all the sound effects.
Oh wait, each of these colors is a different sound
Yep,
effect
each
over
of
there.
them is,
So you can rotate through. You've got different
Yeah,
options.
I haven't even. So one of my next jobs, I'm trying to get. This one's mine. Yeah. I gotta get John on that shit because he has to add fucking sound, like the show's actual sound effects, like specific to the show, like the intro, outro, music.
That's what a rim shot.
Oh my bad. So on the top four, there's four little things on the top. That's for the microphones. I mean for the headphones.
The volume?
Yeah, for the headphones specific.
Okay.
And then if you didn't want the soundboard too loud, you see how on
Purple?
Yep. Is it moving or not?
I'm moving it, but it doesn't sound.
Oh, that might not be that one. Maybe another one.
But this is gonna be like your intro, basically.
Nah. No, those are all stock.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you plan on having like before you get the show started? Are you gonna have like a little music entree coming in? Coming in hot.
Yeah, this is what I've been. I just made this one. I didn't make it.
People
this
know
is
the
my
show's
old one.
about to go live when they hear that song. They're like, all right, I'm getting the groove on. They had that fucking that Iraq podcast that you guys got us. Who
But dude,
suggested
that is so fucking. Dude, those are professionals.
Oh, I know.
Like that's a team.
Mm-hmm.
I have different people doing different shit.
Oh yeah, no, I get that. I'm just saying, like they always had that intro music before they did the rest of the show.
Yeah, like they do like a short, like what it's about, and then boom, the intro music, and then it starts. Yeah. Let me see. I was thinking about making this the intro for now. Oh wait, am I even on the freaking? Oh, that's another cool thing. I can connect the Bluetooth to that
your phone, and then you can, whatever you play on your phone.
Yep, we'll be able to hear it. We'll be able to hear it in there.
That's nice.
And so I can. Another reason. This is the reason I invested in it because I'm like I needed to get 2 more mics, right? And then in order, you have to have a something to put all the mics together. I don't know, just a system.
Okay.
And the one that I had was only allowed for 2 mics, and then that you connected 2 mics to there, and then that connects to the laptop. So with this, I don't have to connect it to the laptop.
It goes directly.
It stores it right there directly, and then I can connect up to 4 mics.
Is each mic kit or is it like
no? Each
an
mic is
octopus
connected
thing?
in the back. Yeah. I can connect the laptop. I can make calls. That's one of the reasons.
Really?
Yeah, that's one of the reasons. So I can like have phone calls and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And then it's like, oh, people don't have to necessarily come over. I just have to have this on.
Wait. So, excuse me. So I can literally call you
into the show. Yeah.
Call into the show.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, for
that's
sure.
cool.
That's the goal. That's one of the things on my list. I got a big list of the shit that John has to do. But a lot of I just got this for free. Most of the shit, besides like the actual equipment,
You just pick up.
I've gotten for free.
Yeah.
Honestly, nothing. The only thing in this room that I've paid for is those bikes.
Right. And that was only like $30.
That was literally. I mean, like obviously my little shit, but
That's
and
a
then
steal
Alex let
anyways.
me borrow his GoPro, so I'm trying to add some video because people have been requesting videos. So that's what I was gonna say. The only program that I have bought was the other day I bought the Adobe Premiere.
Okay.
Because since I'm gonna do video, they have this fucking AI thing. It cuts off, it jump cuts for me. So jump cut as in like dead silence in between. Like let's just say we're doing a episode or something, and then there's silence in between. Not necessarily for the podcast because that's not really gonna be a thing. But if it's like a solo podcast or if I'm just doing a video about something specifically,
Right.
so I can jump cut, and also if it's multicam, the robot fucking edits it. So it saves. That's $30. That one's $30 a month, and then the Adobe Premiere is $20 a month. But that's just because I have to fucking add video. That's the only thing.
And it's not the only thing that adds, right? I mean, you're talking about all the other editing.
Oh, it also
software
does
that goes into it.
yeah.
So,
It also does I can make those videos for like YouTube Shorts and stuff, like those TikTok style.
Sure.
Like it edits those so I can crop it.
You can create those.
Yeah, I can create those
10,
like
15-second clips.
Yeah, once I get my actual like the same thing that's going on now. Like once I get the capturing it, the what?
Do you ever have, dude? TikToks are they like tweets where you have like a 240 whatever letter character count? Do tweets have like they're always a minute, or do they ever go like? Do you have like a
The
time?
TikToks.
I don't TikTok. So
I think there's a cap. I think there's a cap on a minute.
Okay.
But no, it's not like the tweet. It's not like a tweet where I think how you're only allowed so many letters, but then you can attach. You can attach multiple ones.
You can re-thread it so that you can have longer conversations.
Yeah, so people do like part twos, I think.
Oh, for sure. No, for sure. I guess,
dude, I fucking I had to make one and it came out garbage. It was.
Hey, don't blame you, man. The app itself is garbage.
Not a TikTok. I didn't even. I was practicing with Adobe Premiere the other day, and I was like, I just recorded myself right here talking alone, and then I just to play around with the video and stuff.
For sure.
So I recorded with my phone.
Yeah.
I was like, this camera is way better than.
There's like a second where I had been trying to get into the live streaming for Twitch streaming for games. Yeah, but I have a cheap ass janky freaking it's not a Chromebook, it's a computer, right? But it's a laptop. But like RAM processing speed is like so next to nothing. I can't even use like 2 screens of Excel at the same time without it like freezing up on me, right? So trying to play whatever game, like I think it was World of Warcraft at the time.
On your fucking
on this fucking laptop, and at the same time using a streaming software to try to capture all this. Like, yeah, I couldn't. I mean, I literally it made the game unplayable because I could not physically. It would lag me too much. Yeah. So that was my much short-lived foray into Twitch streaming platforming like this.
I tell my brother all the time, bro, if you're gonna be playing video games, just record it. And
yeah, honestly, it's silly to think
I'm not saying you're gonna grow it. I mean,
Right.
just the practice of recording yourself, it will change your play, and it will just change.
It does. Now you're being held accountable, right? So,
yeah, it's kind of like, oh shit, I gotta do better now.
Yeah, exactly. It subconsciously it makes you play differently for sure.
I be listening to myself and like, yeah, you got it, and then I self-correct. Like, so when I'm having conversations or listening to myself, and then I'm thinking, oh, the next time I'm gonna do this or do that. So I'm like preparing myself to do better better just by fucking doing it in the first place.
Right. Yeah. No, I think there's a lot of like good practice, good technique that you get out of doing these kinds of like, podcasting or what would you call it? Even like monologuing, right? Where you're just talking to yourself, but out loud.
Is that
you don't?
What's that called?
You don't
That's what that's called.
Monologuing.
That's what.
Yeah.
That's the
you
name?
got me. Yeah. You know, like in The Incredibles when you know the dude Syndrome, right? He's like, you got me monologuing. Is what's when you know you're kind of going on that rant, and your dialogue is a conversation between two people. A monologue is just one mono.
Oh shit. Yeah. Okay, I might be having dialogues with myself.
Well, do you have like two alternate voices? Do you have like your regular voice and then you're like, oh, hello, and like kind of coming in now?
No, but that sounds like a good idea.
We
can also do the voice change.
I have to do that. I always have to have like I've got an audience who's always asking for like doing silly voices, so I'm always having to practice.
The only thing I could see that I do is like there's like the nice me and then there's
the aggressive.
the mean, yeah. Right, but it's both. They're just fighting each other.
Sure. Are you being downtrodden on
man,
yourself?
fuck this shit, blah, blah, blah. And
see,
then be like,
that's
but
aggressive, though.
it's gonna be okay.
Oh,
and then,
a lot of people like get really derogatory with themselves, like, oh, you stupid motherfucker, and they talk to themselves, and which I do that all the fucking time, but it's valid.
I laugh at myself. I feel like I laugh at myself a lot.
You have to.
Yeah.
Imagine taking yourself seriously all
I don't
the
understand
time.
how people do it. Like I could see how people take themselves seriously sometimes, but I can't do it for too long.
Right.
Like it's like, all right, I got it.
I don't know. Maybe our personalities are a little laid back though, because I feel like we're fairly chill people.
Yeah.
Like, no, I mean, I don't know. You gotta have a sense of humor about you.
Because we're all gonna fuck up. Like it
right?
doesn't even matter. Like this shit, it don't matter.
Nah.
You just gotta keep it going.
Well, in the sense that like nothing matters, but everything matters at the same time.
Exactly.
Because
no, I don't know. Because there's no way to say that.
Really ruined me when I was like younger. Really like playing into that, and like it affects how you like live your life, man. You don't take things seriously. It's stupid as hell. And I know it's like a product of being young and thinking you're invincible and having all the time in the world. But that shit is detrimental, man. Like I lost years of my life doing.
Yeah, they say that you have. There was some shit I heard.
Well, I might have a learning disability.
Where it's like fucking. A man has two lives, and the second begins when he realizes he only's got one left.
Oh shit! That's deep.
Yeah, dude, it's like
when
does that happen?
2 lives, and the second one happens when you start realizing you only have one left to live. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, it took me a sec. I was like, oh, okay. I don't know. I don't. Sometimes the words, like when you say, "Oh, I don't care," it's not necessarily like that. But I could see like when I was younger, if I would have thought like that, then yeah,
right.
Because it's like I do care, but maybe I'm coming from the opposite end where it's like, oh, I care too much, and it's like, oh, it's kind of okay to not care sometimes.
I know. I think for me, a lot of it was like, I was intentionally trying to like kind of fuck the system. Sort of having this idea that like I had a negative, like I had what's it called, where you have a negative feedback loop. So I would take, like I had this, everyone has like different relationships with their parents, right? But for me, I was, it was like constantly a goal of mine that I wanted to be like nothing like my dad, right? Like the man was just so fucking insane to me. And as a child, right? As high schooler, underdeveloped fucking brain and all this shit, right? Barely, barely living on your own in your own kind of in your own responsibility, right? And so there was always this need to like distance myself from that kind of behavior, and so I constantly sabotaged myself because as an adult I'm like, oh yeah.
Did you know it was sabotage?
No, I didn't. I just for me it was more like it was about, it's weird too because I was also very much a people pleaser. I was always constantly like working towards people's validation, but I would do that by like rebelling against them,
No, I can see
against it at the same time, and it was super counterproductive. Like I don't even say stupid shit. It was just, so much of my time and effort that I spent was pointless. And then realizing that I've only got one life to live, it's like, damn, that's gone. How do you get that back? And you can do it now. You can do what you
can multiply. Yeah,
right.
You
can
multiply
try to
the time
regain those rewards. But that was always.
I feel like I could. I always knew I could rebel, but it was fun to not. Like it was fun to like. I felt like I laughed in people's face when they they think I'm a good boy.
Or not even that. Thinking that they think they have this kind of authority over you.
Yeah,
but
it's like,
you're like, all right, yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
man.
okay.
I don't give a fuck. Definitely. And I think that's a really healthy way to look at it, right? Because ultimately, you're the only person who can control yourself, right? You're the only person who has that real influence. It's only when you start letting people it usually happens because you care about them, right? Their thoughts, their decisions, you want those to influence your life too, right? They value, they have value for you. So when you're looking at people who maybe you could give a shit about, just like your average Tom, Dick, or Harry, whatever, it's a lot easier to just brush it off. Yeah, just kind of shit, man. And I always remember, as a child, there'd always be a couple adults who would be at a buddy's house for a sleepover, when you're 6 or whatever, and you're just doing 6-year-old shit, jumping on beds. And I remember I had this one dude spank us, not in a weird way, but you're fucking around and told you to, it's 10 o'clock, get your ass to bed and get spanked. And I laughed in his face because I had for me, I didn't know what the fuck he was doing. And I remember my grandfather did that once, and I laughed in his face. I don't understand. Is this a game? What is this?
I didn't laugh and I used to not laugh. I don't remember what exactly it was, but at one point I was like, oh, this guy doesn't understand that beating me up won't change shit.
Right.
I already heard him, and I'm still gonna fuck up.
Not listen to him. Yeah. Right, son.
And so I remember I would start laughing at my dad. Right, I would beat me up, and then I would just laugh. I'm like, okay. But it wasn't always like that, though. I was always crying, and then I was like, well, if I can't cry, because he's saying I can't cry, it's like, oh, I gotta laugh.
Yeah. And it makes you wonder, I feel like that's a really good, I don't want to say defense mechanism, but as a way of disarming that kind of behavior.
We're beating them. At the end of the day, it's a competition. They're trying to beat us into theirs, and then we're trying to no, motherfucker, I don't submit.
Yeah,
straight up.
Right.
And so, I'm gonna respect what you're asking me to do, and I'm gonna do my best to behave. Right. But I'm gonna fuck up. I'm a kid,
and you're gonna have to get over it.
And you're gonna have to deal with it because you're an adult. Yeah. I'm sorry, kid. But it was
but I struggle with that now as a parent, isn't it?
I could never explain it. Oh yeah, exactly. It's
as a parent, I'm listen. I get it, dude. But I'm trying to help you do these things for you. So if you're not gonna actually respect me and listen to me and work with me, I can't help you. So that's And then it always turns into but you have to. Yeah, but you're not listening, bro. I don't know what you want. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to be on your page here. But he's always like, no, you're not on my team. I'm on mommy's team. I was like, well, guess what? I'm on mommy's team too. So
that's tough. That's tough because it's it's you can communicate with words, but it doesn't mean people are gonna understand it.
Yeah, especially for you.
Yeah, dude. It's oh wait, these sounds are not creating the effects that I want to make.
Yeah, one of the easiest things to do, I think, is to reverse the question. So if you find that something's not working, you're getting frustrated, you're losing your patience, which all the and so and you find yourself repeating yourself over and over. So try to reverse the question. Try to ask it a different way or phrase it a different way. And you can make them engage with you, because if you can get them to having to engage with you instead of them avoiding eye contact and actively not paying attention to you, you're trying to reinforce them back into this conversation of raising a child, of raising the conversation of getting your ass to fucking bed on time and brushing your teeth. And it works, but it's always hard to remember to do that. I have to do that when he's on his homework. For a while now, we've been struggling for the once he gets to a point where if he doesn't recognize a word, he'll kind of start shutting down. And he's told himself, I don't know this word. word, I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. And so what I started doing was I started, instead of like having him spell the words like that are written down, I would ask him to show me where go is, or I'd ask him to show me where, become is, or whatever. Instead of having him like read out the words and write them down and practice them 3 times and them in a sentence and all this crazy shit. I just like, okay, so let's verbalize it. And instead of making him trying to do the same thing that's not working, trying to rephrase the question. And that helps a lot.
Have you found yourself tricking your kid a lot?
Not really. Like, there's times where he's tricking me. The funniest thing in the world to him. He's like, he's hiding shit on me, or, telling me that he's not doing something, which I'm like, okay, buddy, you just told me. You went out of your way to tell me I'm not doing this. I know what you're doing. You're doing it. Doing the thing that you said you weren't doing. No, I mean, like, the only time I'll really trick him is if I'm trying to convince him to get in to do something. But it's not usually a trick, because I don't want to, like, I don't see why I would be like promising or guaranteeing something and like have no intention of giving it to him, like,
No, I mean, I can see that.
All right. Oh, well, hold up. What do you mean by tricking though then?
Yeah, like
let's go get some ice cream.
No, not like that. Not like that. Not because I hate that. As a kid, I hate when parents do that. Like, oh, they're gonna. Yeah, that's tricking. Yeah, nah, that's not what I mean. I mean, like, we gotta be somewhere and we have to be there at this time. So maybe you lie to them and tell them
it's an hour ahead of time.
Yeah, something like that. But like, for a kid, like, what would be something like
it's bedtime? It's bedtime, and it's like an hour ahead.
So he kind of like starts. He's like, oh, he's fighting a little bit. But.
Well, yeah, but honestly, I really like that, because I want him to start noticing. Oh, but Daddy, it's not 8 o'clock yet. It's not time yet. You're trying to trick me, but I'm not gonna let you. So it's really good to let them do stuff like that. Yeah. So I don't do it like that much, but yeah, like, he's
definitely a tool
because we have alarms, right? So like we'll have a timer going off at like 7:30, and so he knows that until that timer goes off, he doesn't. He's like, I know I don't have to listen to you. You're bullshitting me. I didn't hear no timer. Which I can be like, yeah, dude, it's been going off. You're not paying attention, so let's go. And that works sometimes. And then I'll just put on a fake timer on my phone and just make it ring. And then it's like, oh, okay, all right, let's go. Yeah.
Dang, 4 years old.
Yeah, almost 5. You coming to the birthday, buddy? Chuck E. Cheese.
No, I'm pumped. I'm trying to think.
I might have some shrooms.
I don't know about. What about broads? We need broads. I mean, I need a broad.
I don't know what broads are. Like biddies? Broads and biddies?
I don't know what that is. What is a biddy? What is that?
Hose.
Oh shit! Okay. I thought you meant like.
I thought that's what broads were. Like broads are hoes too.
Yeah,
right?
no broads.
Yeah.
They could be hoes.
Okay, well, they can be respectable women.
Yeah, they could be respectable women. It depends. There's a spectrum.
Right. Yeah.
But
one of those
like maybe a sugar mama or something that you guys.
I've been meaning to get a sugar mama.
Dude, what? I need some money.
That lifestyle.
I need some money.
Money, please. Yeah. What's my dignity, man? We only have one life. I'll take the money, please. But
oh no, what? I don't know. I think I would probably be okay with doing a lot of things with the cougar. Like I don't know. There's probably be some things where I'd be like, all right, well, I'm not doing this. Like I'm not getting fucked in the butt.
No, yeah.
Like they can't pay me enough for that.
No,
nah.
But you do it
maybe
for free. Though.
Yeah, for the boys. Like for the boys, it's good. But like,
but as
not
like
for
a
money.
Pay thing.
Yeah, kind of like nah.
Yeah, that's a hard thing for sex work. Like I get it. It's the oldest profession. There's a lot of respect and there's a lot of history and culture behind it.
Yeah, how do you think the male and female got together?
Yeah, sex work. Bro, monkeys fucking do this shit. Seriously. They'll make currencies out of fruit and they'll buy themselves some fucking pussy. We've been doing it since before we were people, before we were human. But no, just like
what do you think? What do you
well, cause like I mean it's real physical labor, right? When you're doing sex. I mean you're selling your body, and I don't mean that in like you're selling your soul, like you're giving yourself of your part away, but I mean like you don't have any like personal identity or privacy.
Okay, let's kind of like I'm trying to put myself in the position.
Oh, that shouldn't
So,
be too hard.
so let's just say I'm a sex worker, and I mean, they receive pleasure. They might like if they can't trick.
Maybe. What makes you think that every dude, every person who's buying up for sex actually is giving pleasurable sex?
Oh, fuck, that's a risk. I mean,
yeah,
that's also
me. My bad.
There's also a fucking risk. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So no, it's not. And like, you know, you get.
But there's senses of I don't know. I don't have a vagina. But I'm just saying, like, if there's if I'm a sex worker,
if you're having sex and you're not coming, right? Like, as a guy, it's almost unfathomable unless you have some kind of not like ED.
I can see it, but like that I don't come.
Right? How
that would be pissed.
That'd be some
I get
bullshit.
annoying. That'd be just it would just kind of get annoying,
right? Unless you're like really into like blue balling, like that's a kink for you, which I get. Like,
yeah, I can see that,
and
I like being played with a little bit
for sure. Yeah, edged out. Yeah, yeah. And sessions like that, you know, I think that's great. But you're doing that with someone who you like and who gets you off in the first place, to the point where they have to like actively stop you from getting off. Like it's part of the play.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I was getting like bad head
and you're just getting a headache because you're just getting pounded into a wall for like 5 minutes and then it's done and you're like, but what's interesting to me is not to me. I don't have any experience in this. But you know, I've heard, I've watched interviews of sex workers who basically like the sex doesn't come up as often as you would think you would, and that a lot of time men are paying for company. They're paying for having someone to talk to, like personal intimacy, to cuddle with, just to sit down on a couch with them and talk about their day. And it's really not a normal part of like how boys are raised, at least, you know, in the last couple generations, and you know, in American society, right? I can't speak to others, but you know,
they're not raised to what?
To allow intimacy, to allow emotion, to really like be allowed as a man. You know, you have to like buy into this idea of masculinity, toxic masculinity, where you're not allowed to be a person and have like experience a full range of emotions and physical contact. And that's like the most important thing for human existence and development, is personal contact. So you take that away and you hold it, you make it, you sexualize it or you demonize it, right? That's how they other that idea. You know, parents, you'll have kids that grow up thinking that the only physical touch they're allowed to have from their parents is getting beat. That's fucked up. Can you like?
Okay, I understand that, but also, growing up, I wasn't raised like a very affectionate like that, like touching, lovey dovey, all that shit. I don't play that. No, but there was love, and I understood that. Like I received unconditional love
for sure,
and I understood that, but I didn't receive it like everybody else. Like I looked at everybody else, but I didn't look at everybody else as like, oh, I wish I was getting it like that. I was like, oh, they're getting it like that, and they're not happy. But it was like, okay,
I can see. And no, I guess like literally just like the physical touch is super important.
It is yeah, for sure.
And like having that not be normal, even in something as important as like family. I'm not saying that you can't be happy without it, or that you're not understanding that there is love, that your parents love you, of course, and that you love your parents, but just that it changes our perspective and what we need from in our future. So when you have, when you're growing up, or not even growing up, but just like when you're deprived of physical intimacy, just like hugging, holding, you know, there's like a subconscious need to have that from your sexual partner. And so now you have this unbalanced need that you can only get it from your sexual partner, that you're not allowed to have that in other relationships. And it kind of places this undue burden. So when you have like dudes, young men that are growing up, and you know, they come into the world thinking that they have like, you see it a lot in a lot of like bro type podcasts, where I don't always want to say that, because because I don't really listen to those. I don't really have a good, good examples to judge off of. But the idea that like, are men entitled to sex, right? Do we have, a lot of dudes would probably say yes. I'm happy to be mistaken, but my point being that we are as humans entitled to, like, again, physical intimacy. Like, that's super important to our mental well-being. And so when you look at it that way, that perspective of thinking you're entitled to sex makes a lot more sense, right? That
like sex that you
it's
earned,
not just sex.
or like sex.
No, because it's not just sex. They're but subconsciously then they only have their only outlet for physical intimacy is through sex. They can't get it through any other channel. So now getting laid is like it's a cornerstone of your mental well-being.
Mm-hmm. Well,
which
sex
puts
is
a lot of pressure on puts a lot of pressure on people.
Nah, I don't think
otherwise
there's
not getting.
Yes, but I don't know if it's because of the history though. I think as humans we need sex.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
It's just
We have
it's like a part
we
of
have a biological
like,
drive.
Yeah, there's a
it's
reason why.
Into us.
Like, we need to make babies. We need to make babies. Like 100%. So whether you're sad and you need sex or you're happy and you need sex,
right,
it's gonna be there.
Yeah.
So you still got it. But as far as like entitled, that's tough because I don't feel like anybody should be entitled. I feel like we all gotta earn that shit, motherfucker.
You earn
fair
it,
and square.
But you're also in.
But what do you mean entitled? Maybe I'm looking at it from the word.
I think everybody looks
at
it entitled like different.
Yeah.
Some people might say it was like what you were describing, where we have that biological drive, right? Or in other ways where only successful people should be able to have sex. So if you're successful, then you're entitled because you're a successful person. You should be having sex. You're entitled to sex and further success gene in society, and be productive and help the human race, right? Or some shit like that.
But that's to the eye of the beholder. Like,
yeah, it is 100%.
You can be successful if you go to
any degree.
Yeah, you can move. You can go to anywhere part of the world. You
have very different
you
rates
are
of success.
Very successful.
Absolutely. Which is and so like the story of like mail order brides where you're able to purchase a wife or whatever.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting a divorce.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Well, I think we knew that was coming.
Nah,
is this a different divorce?
It's been a long time coming, I guess.
For sure. I mean, I don't know. We've never really talked about your wife like that. So
no, it's a mutual.
It is. I mean, that's kind of how you guys got together, right? It was a mutual need for that dick. So again, both of you guys thought you were entitled to that action.
Mm-hmm.
So no, I mean, yeah. How's that working?
Yeah, so I think I might go to Dominican Republic and get me a wife.
Okay. Why?
Why
not back home? why
not
the DR? Why not a Florida girl?
Florida girl? I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never really given Florida girls a chance.
I guess.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
They're
usually crazy. They're usually out there. It's just the part of being Floridian. Like,
really?
It fucks you up, man. There's something about the water down here. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's alligators.
Yeah.
There's alligators in the water. Yeah. The people that are coming from up north, they don't know that there's alligators everywhere.
Right. And they're
just walking their dog.
And then
they're just walking their dog.
Up.
Yeah, what are we going to do? And they think they don't report all the hurricanes. There's going to be hurricanes that don't get reported and they're going to get snatched. So don't move over here. Whatever you do, don't move to Florida. Don't move from anywhere.
This is a public service announcement.
This is a public service announcement.
Oh, hey, we actually did not do I always do a welcome to the Bueno Days, introduction.
Oh, shit. Okay, let me hear. Yo, let me hear.
Everybody. It's nothing crazy. I just like to,
damn, dude, I don't know why I never do that.
Where you're like starting up.
Damn, now you got me. I got to do a Podcito 3000 intro every time I do a little.
Yeah, especially when you're doing on Podcito, then you gotta shout out your boy.
Yeah.
Especially because I really do like how like I want to put this on my dashboard. It's like a little bobble. It's like one of those little Funko Pops,
Yo.
I think that's what they call them, right?
We'll definitely drop a merch with that.
Oh yeah,
dude, that's a pretty. It's like a little Afro guy,
right? Yeah,
it's like a little Afro guy.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck, dude. Yeah, this was the first. I don't know why I didn't start with the phone. I tried a little bit with the phone, recording here and there.
Phones are it's not a great pickup.
Yeah, and then I also couldn't look at stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I got this Zoom H1N recorder, Podcito 3000.
We were talking about it. You know that you could use Twitch as a platform, and I don't know if you have to have it, but you can. Thing is, I feel like most people who stream,
turn your mic.
produce. No. Okay, yeah. I feel like most people who stream and produce on Twitch will tell you don't do it. The algorithm sucks. But
I don't care about getting this. But so
it's all about the algorithm.
Algorithm, yes.
Nah,
what is So you don't have to have because YouTube you can't just live stream. You have to have a certain amount. But Twitch it doesn't matter. You can just go live right away.
YouTube you can live stream. That's what I started doing. I didn't have any fucking viewers when I was playing games, but I could get a live stream going on.
How?
I used SodaStream, I think. I probably still have. But anyways, yeah. So and it had to do with the length of the video that you were making, right? So when you're doing a live stream, there's I guess you're allowed to have longer runtime footage than if you're uploading something. So, no, they weren't. You might be right.
I've seen a lot of people.
They weren't live streams. They were live recordings, and then I would upload them after. But they had an option for you to live stream. Did that probably because every time I tried playing, I had no fucking footage. I couldn't play. I was just lagging the entire time. It was broken.
Dang, maybe when I would probably go live when I'm working on a Podcito, working on editing or something. What I was
trying to say was that as you're doing this and you have viewers and people are writing into the show and talking shit, and you have this whole extra dialogue going on in chat.
Chat. Shout out to chat.
Shout out to chat. Chat boys in the house.
Yes, sir. What's up, chat?
Is that you do you have to have an identity around that? Where hey, we're a podcast that doesn't talk to our chat, or we're a podcast that will get distracted by chat every 5 fucking minutes. Or do you just kind of play it however you want?
I personally find it weird talking to people on the internet that I don't know. Even people that I know, I don't like to talk on the internet with.
Yeah, but
I feel weird.
But then you'll start having your regulars, right? You know, your boys. You see, you'll have,
shout
out to Mazel Sticks 90 coming in. He's on every show. Throwing up some likes. Helping the algorithm, because that helps the algorithm. Is when people are talking. That plays into it, is having activity in chat. So people who talk are actively boosting your stream, kind of.
Yeah, there's this one dating show I watched on YouTube, and this girl Melly, and she has she's the host, and then she has a girl that she finds on Instagram, and then it's her and on the same screen, and then
her guest,
and then she'll have random people come from the chat into a room, and then they'll be able to come and shoot their shot at the girl. Girl. So this is going on live, and then at the same time, at the same time, people are talking shit on the chat, this dude's fucking dumb,
no chance.
Just talking roasting him.
Right.
Sometimes it's funny,
but honestly, that's a really creative idea to do.
Yeah, adding a chat.
Well, not just adding a chat, but the idea of a dating freaking, what would you call that?
Dude, those girls never find a guy. It doesn't work.
Doesn't matter. It's
just entertainment. It is entertainment.
You do it for the content.
It is. I just want to see these fucking.
The
just
problem
try.
is
Just try. That's a good.
The more and more that you spend time online and that you publicize your life online, you start. This becomes a career for you. Then the whole idea of cancel culture, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cancel culture is not real, but for people who make their living off of web content, or even media content, then it's super real for them. Them not getting, and I say cancel culture is not real because nobody really gets canceled. I can think of a couple of people that actually got canceled. MLK got fucking canceled.
Wait, what?
Got assassinated.
I was gonna say that. I was the only way you can get canceled.
You want to know how you get canceled is you actually say some shit.
Piss off the FBI.
That's how you get canceled. That's how you get canceled.
Yeah, you fucking piss off
the
FBI.
The Dixie Chicks. The Dixie Chicks talk shit about George W. Bush back during Iraq, right up in front of the Iraq War.
But that was before the internet.
Before the internet, and well, that's the thing. Mike.
That was probably only a couple phone calls.
I know, right? And no one showed them. Freaking. Oh my God, she's. I just want to say Siobhan, but it's not. She's a singer, and she went up on SNL and tore up a picture of the Pope and then she went on to like she totally fucked CNL over because she just went on to go on about how the church is covering up decades and decades of thousands of cases of sexual abuse. Right?
What? No way.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. This happened like probably mid '90s. And she was a singer for the Cranberries, I think. The Zombies song.
So she just didn't follow her.
Right. Yeah. She went like outside of what CSNL had planned, and this girl got fucking canceled. Bald. I forget her name. Kramer from Seinfeld got canceled because he was at like the Apollo or something, and he wasn't getting any laughs, and he just goes into this fucking N-word rant, and he's just dropping bombs, and dude never had a show ever again, right? And Jerry Seinfeld would go on and bitch about getting canceled in cancel culture, but doesn't actually address the fact that he had a coworker who actively got canceled. Should we not have canceled him? Should we have? What up, Jerry? Come on, you want to fight cancel culture?
One
Bring
time,
him back, right?
I remember they did that to Hogan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Hulk Hogan. Because I guess he was using the N-word on the radio and stuff.
Oh well, freaking the Roseanne Barr. No, the cooking lady.
Oh, Betty.
Not Betty Crocker. No, different cooking. No. She used a lot of butter. Like that was her thing.
The one that went to jail.
No.
The one that
the one that's cool with Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, the one
not
that's
Martha Stewart.
Oh no,
Martha Stewart probably has, but
she has.
I feel like
you can't cancel that.
You can't cancel that. She might have a pass.
Yeah, she might have a pass.
Yeah. And she sounds like a G. Like,
yeah, but for fucking Hulk Hogan,
like things like that. What she got arrested for, what she got canceled for because she got arrested was for like tax fraud and evasion. Not it wasn't. It was breaking the law.
White collar. Yo, the thing is like with the difference between like an actor or like somebody who's making money in the media,
right,
as opposed to like an athlete, like he also makes money like with the media, but
Colin
like Hulk
Kaepernick,
Hogan. Yeah, but
say.
yeah, so fucking Hulk Hogan, the same shit. They took all his fucking wrestling shit, and I don't even know. They might have taken him off the Hall of Fame, but it's like, dude, that's kind of fucked. It doesn't affect us because we know Hulk Hogan as a really good entertainer, and
do we?
Like people who grew up with that,
right?
Like who grew up
what was
like
American Ninjas? Or
yeah, it's the same thing like with Michael Jackson. People who grew up with Michael Jackson don't give a fuck what he did because they still listen. Yeah, they still listen to this music. Nobody cares.
I don't know, like,
but it will affect.
It's rough
later.
Like,
the people after us.
Yeah, but I mean that's true, right? Like my kids probably aren't.
Like the cancel culture isn't for us; it's for like the future.
Right.
That's what's fucked.
And like we
can't erase history.
No, well, people try. People fucking try.
Dude, they saved the stupidest shit for history class. I'm like, really? This is what we're gonna talk about? We're gonna skip past all these murders that we just.
Yeah.
Well,
because guess who killed that? we can't paint ourselves as the bad guy.
We're not the bad guy.
Yeah. Well, God, and that's happening. I mean, it's coming in real fucking clutch these days. You have a lot of this bullshit outcries with parents for freedom and all these super interest groups.
Do you think that you'll ever be involved in your kid's school?
Oh yeah, 100%. Right. But not a jackass.
Yeah.
I want to be involved because
I feel like I would want to help the teacher. Like when I was young, I didn't see the teacher as a human. Like how like you seen the teacher as like some other thing.
When you see them like outside of class.
Yeah, you're like,
what the fuck?
I mean, as an adult, I feel like